In this lecture, we're going to be taking a look at the hole command. The hole command is a very simple tool, but it can be very powerful in that it's got a lot of options. For hole type, we've got the option of a straight hole or simple hole, and then two countersunk options. One is a counter bore, the other is a countersink. With the straight hole, you can simply select your depth as well as the diameter of the hole. And if you're not going all the way through, you're able to set a tip angle. With counter bore, you can set the depth of the counter bore, the width of the counter bore, as well as the width of your hole. Countersink gives you similar options, where you can set the width of your hole, the width of the countersink, as well as the angle of the countersink. Below that we have hole tap type. So you could have a simple hole that goes straight through. You could have a clearance hole, a tapped hole, or a taper tapped. When using these, in order to be accurate, you need to know what type of thread you're using. But we're not going to get into that now. The main focus of this lecture is just to give you an idea of how to use the hole command. Below hole tap type, you'll see drill point. Here you're able to select if you want it angled or flat. So now that we've gone through the basics of the hole command, let's try a few examples. I'm going to create a sketch on the top plane and then just push R for rectangle, and we'll draw a rectangle and finish sketch. I'm going to extrude this up so we have a solid body. What I'm going to do now is go to create, select the hole command. You could also select the shortcut, and then I'm going to select a face. I'm just going to orient my block so that the hole is face on. Notice how you're able to move the hole around by clicking on it and dragging. You're also able to select the hole size by moving the little double-sided arrow. I can see that my dimension changes as I do this. I'm going to set this to 10 millimeters. So now we've got a 10 millimeter hole. If I now change the hole type to counter bore, I can set my bore depth as well as the bore width. So I'm going to change the bore width to 15 millimeters and the depth to 5. And the total depth of the hole we can leave at 20. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to select inspect over here and we'll go to section analysis. I'll select the front plane. I'm now going to be able to drag the arrow and see the cutout of my hole. I'm going to leave the section analysis active. I can see my hole with the counter bore as well as the angle on the tip. In my hole command, I'm going to change it to a countersink. We can add in our measurements over here. So this will just be arbitrary. We'll make that 12. And now we're going to select tapped. Once I've selected tapped, I need to select diameter of the hole. I'm going to change that to 10 because that's the original diameter of our hole. You'll see this section allows you to select what type of thread you would like. I'm going to tick the box here that says modeled. That will allow me to see the thread accurately. Let's close this window and go and have a look at our thread. You can see as we change the angle, we've got a good view of our thread. Take some time now to familiarize yourself with the hole tool before we move on. Remember, a section analysis is always helpful when you want to inspect your model.